Hey guys, it's your boy Tacho here, back again for some more Fire Emblem Heroes goodness. And today what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the showcase for the plus 10 Kid Marth. Now, I summoned pretty hard on the banner to try and get the plus 10 on him, and I saw it as a value deal because this guy is arguably the best demote unit that they've ever had on any of the banners. So, in my mind, I saw it as a good opportunity to just go for a plus 10 on a unit that would be really helpful in a lot of the modes. He's going to be amazing in Aether Raid's offense as a bait unit, since his weapon has built-in Vantage. And he's also going to be amazing in arena modes too, because he's got a high BST. He can score in the same bin as units like Itsuki and Astrum. And I mean, this Marth is honestly way better than both of those guys, because he's got the Rapier, which gives him plus 3 speed, double type effectiveness against armor and cavalry types. Armors are everywhere in arena, of course. And it also gives him the Vantage effect when he's below 75% health. So this guy, he's just going to be really good everywhere that you decide to play him. His special attack is Hero's Blood, and it's basically just Fire Emblem all over again that the legendary Marth had. So it's a very good special. It's pretty much akin to Regnal Astra that the OG Ira had. And it does 30% damage based on his speed, whereas Regnal Astra did 40%. But the kicker here is that he gets all stats plus 4 after combat, and all of your allies on the team are going to get that as well. So he's a really good team buffer, and he's a really good offensive unit because of this. It's also a 2-hit special, so we can ramp into it immediately with Special Spiral once we get it to activate at least once during a fight. And with this encounter, he can make full use of the Vantage effect that he gets from the Rapier. So this guy is just so stacked, it's crazy. And I know a lot of people decided to go for the plus 10 on him because of how useful he is and how easy of a merge project he is on a banner. Like, they've really never done anything like this before, where a unit this good was so easy to summon on a shared focus as well with another really powerful unit. That young Kata is just broken beyond belief too. So that's pretty much all there is to say. I mean, in the B slot, you could go for Null Sea Disrupt as well, so he can get the Vantage effect and counterattack any opponent, even Brave Lyn and Brave Veronica. So that could be another option. And for the C slot passive, if you're going to run him in Aether Raid's offense, then you definitely want to give him Pulse Smoke, so he can just shut down infantry pulse teams. But other than that, I mean, this guy is awesome, so let's just hop right in, and we're going to do a couple of fights here and just show how much ass he can kick even as a little kid. So let's get started. Okay, first fight, we are up against this guy here with Legendary Marth, Legendary Celica, the Kid Kata, and Brave Hector. So pretty decent arena team. He's got double fire heroes, so his fire blessings are really going to be helping him out. Alright, we're going to start by baiting Legendary Marth and Celica so we get low on HP and we can start using Vantage. Alright, so here comes Marth first, and kiddo Marth just whooping the ass of his adult self there. You don't see that too often. Alright, here comes Celica, and we have Vantage range now, so we can get the better of her. And for this Kid Kata, I mean, she likes to always pull the Vantage shenanigans on units herself, so we're about to give her a taste of her own medicine here with her boyfriend beating her up. I don't approve of that, by the way. Be nice to girls, especially your girlfriend. Alright, but anyway, all this guy's got left now is Brave Hector, which is perfectly fine. I mean, even though he's a blue unit and he's a lance unit as well, not a big deal because Marth has effective against armor type with his weapon. Effective damage has got to be the most powerful thing in the entire game if you're using offensive units. Just having that 50% damage bonus is so powerful. And look at that, we get the one shot on him. We didn't even need the special attack there. So that was definitely an overkill. Alright, here's the next fight. Oh my god, look at this guy's team. I can't even call him a whale. Like, look at these units. This guy, he's like transcended beyond whale. He's like a sauropod or something. But he's got Time's Pulse on Larce and Ira, so they immediately start the fight with Regnal Astra. And then he's got Lull, Attack, and Speed on Igreen. Like, come on. any normal arena team would just cry against a setup like this. But anyway, we're going to start by getting the bait on Legendary Alm here. The very nice thing about the Kid Marth is that he's quick, so Alm is actually not able to double attack him, so we can use him to set up Vantage pretty easily. Okay, but here I'm in a lot of trouble now, because I don't want to attack that Larce on a defense tile. She, of course, has Repel, so she's taking a lot of damage reduction. So I'm going to have to play it a couple turns later, and we're just going to finish off Alm first. Vantage is so good, especially in arena modes. No one really plays Hardy Bearing in arena. You see it all the time in a mode like Aether Raids, but in arena modes, Hardy Bearing is not a good seal for scoring, because it only costs 200 SP. So most people are going to go for a 240 SP skill instead of Hardy Bearing. So you're really not going to see too many units that can just stop the gimmicks of this Kid Marth, and that's why he's such an amazing plus 10 project for a lot of people. It only costs an average of 300 to 500 orbs to get the plus 10 on him, which is a lot for people who haven't been hoarding like maniacs. But if you have been hoarding, then this is like one of the best value deal summons we've ever gotten on a banner. So I was really happy to get the plus 10 on him. And at this point, we can get the one-shot on Igreen now, and we're also going to get the one-shot on Ira. So take that, dude. You have this super wailed-out team, and I just showed him who the boss was with this little kid who just got let out of preschool. So that's definitely got to be demoralizing for him. Okay, we are rocking and rolling now. Next fight. Oh, this guy, he's got Legendary Julia on his team. So, Legendary Julia, in her B slot, she has that skill that's effectively an Omni-Lull skill, because it negates all of our active buffs on every stat, as opposed to just 2, and then it decreases all of our stats by 2 points as well. So, it's going to be tough to bait Julia with the setup that I'm running here, because I am, of course, running Legendary Eliwood with Bonus Doubler to provide some stat bonuses for Marth, and we also have Caden on the team too. Shoutouts to the lovely Medikite, of course, for letting me borrow her husbando for this video. And Caden, I don't think I've actually used Caden in any of these showcases just yet, but Caden's a really awesome support unit. Any of his active buffs, he will be providing as a drive buff to any allies that are within 2 spaces of him. So you can get some really good stats. At minimum, it's easy to get plus 6 to all stats to your units like this, which puts him on par with other support type units like Core and M and stuff. So Caden, really good support unit. And I also have Naga on this team, not really for any particular reason. In my head, I was thinking before the showcase, okay, so I'm going to run a Legendary Eliwood, and I'm going to want either a Beast or a Dragon type ally so he can use Vision of Arcadia. And I'm also going to want effective against dragons, because Marth already has effective on armor and cavalry types. So I was thinking in my head, if I run Naga on this team, then Marth is going to be effective against pretty much everything and the kitchen sink. But I kind of failed to realize that also all the armored units that are meta, well, most of the dragon units I'm going to be facing that are meta are going to be armored in the first place. And the only arena dragon that I'll see that's not really an armored one is going to be Sothis. And it doesn't even matter if we have effective dragon against dragons on her, because she negates it. Okay, so this guy's team here, he's got Astrum, who was the former really good plus 10 sword project. But for those of you that want to spend orbs, Marth is definitely better than him, as well as Itsuki. I mean, Astrum and Itsuki are both free-to-play plus 10s, though, because you can get them with Heroic Grails, and Marth you gotta spend orbs to get. But, I mean, Marth is better than both of them, so he is definitely a good choice to go for the plus 10. And we can get the one-shot on this Brave Hector there. Now, we don't have effective damage on Cordelia, and she is a Lance unit, but we still get the one-shot there thanks to Hero's Blood. So that's what makes this Marth such a potent unit. The fact that he can have Vantage built into the weapon, you're free to run distant counter in the A slot, and then you can go for Special Spiral in the B slot, so he can always use Hero's Blood when he Vantage attacks his foes. Like, this Marth is on steroids, man. He's a little kid, but he's so juiced up, it's crazy. Okay, we're fighting a Hector Emblem team here. Pretty cool. I approve of that. And I'm sure this guy is going to get the Fey Pass for Hector if he doesn't already have it. Hector is, of course, going to be the next resplendent hero we get. But anyway, for this guy's team, he's got Panic Ploy on the Lance Hector, so I don't want to line up my Marth with that. We are, of course, trying to make the most out of my blue buffs and my support units. But for these other Hectors besides the blue one, we are going to be able to finish them off with Vantage and Hero's Blood. And I'm just going to go for the one-shot on this blue Hector. I mean, we have Hero's Blood, but we almost have enough attack to go for a one-shot there anyway. Like, that's just so crazy. The effective against armor in the arena meta is like, it's so clutch, I can't even put it into words. Okay, this guy's team here, he's got a pretty average looking team. I mean, it's just a bunch of normal units that people would run for a mode like Arena. And then he's got Nino, which is a pretty common plus 10 project. But none of that matters. I mean, Marth is so good and he's so efficient. Even against a unit like Nino, look at that. She's only doing 8 damage. And then we do 55 times 2. The speed on Marth, like, I can't stress enough how good that is. A lot of arena units that typically I used to run on my arena team, like Brave Ike and Surtur and Legendary Tiki has some speed, but she doesn't have Kiddo Marth speed. And the speed is going to help so much in a lot of these matchups where they've been releasing these crazy player phase legendary heroes, like Legendary Celica and Legendary Alm, for example. And when those units show up, I just have absolutely no way of baiting them with my regular arena team, because they're just so fast and they have all that defense and res reduction on their weapons. So it's very hard to bait units like that. But now that I've got the Kiddo Marth at plus 10, I can just throw him in their face and he's going to body them because he actually has speed. Okay, final fight of the day. This guy's got the Spring Idun. Now, it's very good that she's not able to use her duo skill in enemy control. Otherwise, she would have been able to pull off some shenanigans and make it hard for my Marth to beat her. But like I said before, Marth is perfect for dealing with a unit like Legendary Alm. So we can use him as bait fodder to set up Vantage. And we can just get the one shot on Surtur. He's a green armor. And Idun without her duo skill is no match for effective damage. So we're going to body her as well. And last up is Mamori here. So I don't really fight Mamori too often. I don't know if too many people wailed out on that Tokyo Mirage Sessions banner, but regardless, we turned the microwave into mincemeat there. And that's going to wrap us up for the showcase, guys. So I've showcased all of the Kiddo units from the Start of It All banner now, and I love all of them. They're so much fun to play, and I had real enjoyment, because as you guys know, I've been hoarding orbs like a maniac forever. So I haven't really been summoning on the banners, and I haven't really been picking up new units to use. So I had a field day with all of these awesome summons that I got, and it was just so much fun. So hope you guys enjoyed all the showcases and all the new units. And that's going to wrap us up for today's video. So as always, this is your boy Tacho signing out, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one.